the GOAT of basketball statistical analysis and neuronomics, Jimmy High Roller, has got another video that this MVP race makes no fucking sense. Bro, no one else cares about basketball but me. I'm an economical person. I know all this shit. Every single bit of statistics and analytics, I'm there, boy.
I've got a question. Is a player averaging a near 30-point triple-double worthy of an MVP? What about a...
Bro, oh my... This is such a facts question, though. Like, Breezy, you don't understand? But, like, there's 4 players that could win MVP this year. There's 4 players. There's technically 5. But, like, there's 4 that are, like, just on the cusp, bro. Like, you've got Wemby. You got Shea. You've got, dude, I was about to call him Doncic, fucking Doncic. You've got Doncic, boom, fuck off. And you've got fucking this big 7-foot motherfucker. Bro, like, you got the Joker, Wemby, Shai, and Doncic. They're all having crazy seasons. No. Let me put this into perspective. Let me put it into perspective. Fuck, I can't speak. Let me put this in perspective for you, bro. Let me put it in perspective for you. Okay. Doncic. Wemby. I mean, to be fair, he's probably gonna speak about it in the video, but like I just want to show you before, cause like you wouldn't understand, but I'm gonna inform you, and you're gonna now know. Wemby, Doncic, SGA. And then fucking, and then Jokic. Like, he's bro, I really don't care about bet. See, you don't care right now because you just don't care about basketball. But like, bro's got his team on his back right now. He's carrying his team solo carry. He's been doing it for fucking years now. He's averaging 27, 12, and 10 on 57% field goal. Do you know what that means, bro? That means he's hella efficient. He fucking passes the ball and gets points scored. He fucking gets rebounds, because obviously he's 7 foot, so it makes sense. But he's getting 12.9 at him, and he fucking scores at a crazy clip. And then on the flip side, you got Shea, who's just the best player on the best team. He's just the best on the best. So like, he like, bro, look at that, bro. Against the Pistons, who's the best team? The Pistons are the best team on the East. He put up 47 against them. Like, yeah, he might have had like 55 million free throws, which is the reason we don't like him as a candidate for MVP, because he just gets too much free throws, and that's facts. But then you got Wemby, who has 24, 11, and 3. And you might think, oh, that's not as great as Jokic over here, who's got 27, 12, and 10. But his 24, 11, and 3 comes with an average of 3 blocks. He's gonna win Defensive Player of the Year this year. There's no fucking way he doesn't. He gets 3 blocks per game. Every single game he plays, at minimum, he gets 3 of them bitches. And he shoots on a crazy clip, even though he shoots from 3 too. Like, bro, it's actually astronomically crazy. Condirk, bro, appreciate you, bro. What's up? I hope you're having a good day. And then you got Luka, he's the highest scorer right now, bro. He's the fucking high scorer. Slaps muttered. Well, can you not hear me? Can you hear me? You can definitely hear me, but what do you mean fucking? I know him for real. Okay, type shit. I'm not muted. You're just a dick. I see. See, Luka Doncic. That's why his nickname sounds like John Moran, bro. Shout out, my boy. April Fools, bro. It's nearly April the 2nd, bro. Calm down. He's averaging 33.8, which is a league high. He's averaging 7 and 8 on 47% shooting, bro. Like I'm telling you numbers that you might not understand, but like, I think he deserves the MVP. I think Luka deserves the MVP. That's just me. He's like, respectfully, holy fuck, he's having a crazy season. The only difference is that these teams are having better seasons as a team. I actually don't know about these guys, but Like, fuck. That's just to put in a perspective.
Player having one of the greatest defensive seasons of all time. Or how about a player averaging 34 points?
Bro, he's averaging 34, bro. He's averaging 34, by the way. Skylar Brown.
Who put up 40 a game for an...
What the fuck type of name is that? But hello.
Entire month. Is he worthy of the award? Or what about a player who is having the most efficient 30-piece in the history of the NBA on his way to 65?
About respectfully, this guy... fucking free throw merchant, bro. If we're gonna be honest, if we're gonna be 100% honest, bro, free throw merchant. We can't lie now.
Wins.
How are you?
Now,
I'm having a good
answer is pretty simple. All of these seasons are worthy of an MVP. But what if all of these seasons are happening at the same time?
Oh my god, the fact they are is crazy.
4 legitimate cases being made, and only 1 award. Who should be the NBA's most valuable player this season?
It's even.
Well, that depends on who you ask.
Respectfully, it should be Jokic. I want Doncic to win it, but I feel like Wemby's gonna get it. And fuck Shai, fuck SGA, free throw merchant. Like I said before,
value.
Free throw merchant. Like fuck. Jimmy. Pray this is
Today's video is sponsored by Chase. I'm sure it's urgent locked, so you can access it at more of your money and earn off.
Fuck off. We don't do ads unless they paying us.
Winning the MVP usually means putting up numbers that jump off the stat sheet. It's not the only thing that matters, but big eye-popping box scores have almost become a prerequisite for the MVP award. And right now there's 2 players who don't just stand out this season, they stand out amongst every season. If we just look at raw box score numbers,
oh bro, he's averaging 3 blocks a game, like fuck.
Jokic and Luka are gapping the entire league this season. Their numbers have gotten so absurd that they make Shai's 31, 4, and 7 look kind of normal. Add up their per game points, rebounds, and assists, and Jokic and Luka are having 2 of the top 5 most productive seasons in modern NBA.
Bro, look at Giannis, bro. Giannis so cough. He's actually so good.
NBA history. Jokic joining the 50 Club, an exclusive group that was previously only occupied by 2017 MVP Russell Westbrook, 2025 Jokic, and 2024 Luka. But if sheer numbers alone guaranteed a player an MVP, then Jokic would have won the award in 2025. And Luka would have won it in 2024. So would James Harden in 2019, Luka again in 2023, and LeBron in 2018. As box score numbers continue to climb across the NBA, so does the frequency of these historically significant seasons. In fact, 17 of the last 20 most productive seasons in modern NBA history have all came in just the last 8 years. Seasons like this, that were once not only warrants of an MVP, but were historic milestones, are now becoming an annual occasion for players like Jokic, Luka, and Giannis. And the more often we see these shockingly large numbers, the more the shock wears off. It wasn't long ago when averaging a triple-double all but guaranteed Russell Westbrook an MVP as a 6th seed. But in today's NBA, averaging a near 30-point triple-double might not even land you in the top 3 spots for the MVP. Unlike other superstars around the league who fill the stat sheet with historic volume, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has maintained his spot as the MVP favorite with a season of record-breaking.
Russell Westbrook averaged a triple-double for like consecutive seasons. He won it the first time he did it, but the second time he didn't, they couldn't give it to him because like low-key it was a bit stat paddy and his team was trash. But like he low-key was on some crack shit back in like 2016,
all while spearheading the best team in the league. According to ESPN's net point stat, Shai has only had 5 bad games all season.
Bro, oh my, he's such a tryhard, bro. He's
in fact, there has only been 1 season in the history of the league where a guard was more efficient than Shai at scoring the ball while averaging at least 30 a game. And it was by the greatest shooter of all time, having the greatest season of his career. But to say Shai has simply been efficient this season would be an understatement. So far this season,
okay, quick ad break. And it go right in one ear or the other. W ad breaks. Hey, it's a song about me.
I've been moving too smooth, I don't force how it go. I just stick to my lane, let it build on its own. They sleeping on me, now they hearing the tone. Now they all tuned in every time that I'm on. Shorty said she like how I don't trip on that hype. I just keep it low key, but I'm doing it right. I've been working in silence, not coming to light. Got a way that I move, got them stuck on the vibe. She like how Mike move, yeah, I step and I glide. I don't say too much, I just let it decide. I've been keeping it calm, now I'm up on the rise. They was doubting before, now they watching my side. She said I got a vibe, how I talk, how I move. I just been in this bag, I got nothing to prove. I've been taking my time, I ain't rushing the groove.
Hey.
If you wasn't there, then you ain't for the move. You ain't soothing.
Me, bro, I'm from New Zealand, from New Zealand.
In my zone. I ain't need validation, I was good on my own. Now I'm stepping outside and they calling my phone. But I keep it consistent, I ain't changing the tone. Shorty riding with me, yeah, she feeling away. Said she like how my cues just keep it cool every day. I don't chase what ain't real, I just stay in my space. Now everything falling right into this place. Too smooth, I don't force, I go. I mistakes in my lane, now they build on it so. They was sleeping on mine, now they hearing the tone. Now they all tuned in every time that I'm on. Shorty said she like how I don't trip on the vibe. I just keep it low key, but I'm doing it right. I've been working in silence, not coming to light. Now the way that I move, got them stuck on the vibe. She like how Mike move, yeah, I step and I glide. I don't say too much,
I don't step and I glide. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Scarlett. Come on. Shout out Scarlett Brown. Go.
I'm spinning this bag, I got nothing to prove. I've been taking my time, I ain't rushing the groove. If you wasn't there, then you ain't for the move. Came from nothing, now I feel like a breeze. I was teaching with it, now I was coming with ease. I make you can't be real, never did it.
Yo, how you get this mix though? How you get this mix? Oh, wait, is Manchester blue or is it red? What color's Manny, bro? What color's Manchester?
I've been building it up, now it's so getting spread. They ain't see what it took, they just see what I get. But I stayed in my lane, never failed.
Yo, what is that link, by the way? Is it
Filled up with stress. Not a vibe too clean, yeah.
Pre-seat.
I mean, Q's got the sound, now they asking for more. I've been keeping it
I
smooth,
paid
every
like
step,
10
every
bucks
show.
for
Now they
it.
all wanna ride, but they missed it. Yeah, she like how Mac is movie, I step and I glide. I don't say too
How long I
much,
plan on
just
streaming?
let it
Probably like
decide. I've been keeping
almost
it calm, now I'm up on
blue.
the rise. They was doubting before.
Yeah, I can't lie. City. He's a City fan. I mean, that kind of makes sense, innit? His name's City. I roll with it, bro. I roll with it. But I'll probably be streaming for like.
I've been taking my time, I ain't rushing the groove. If you wasn't there,
I'll be streaming for a while though. Low key.
Shea is scoring
Probably like
1.6.
4 hours. Oh, is that Bimmy? Bimmy definitely believes that Manchester's blue. By the way, Bimmy believes that Manchester's blue. That's facts.
Points every time he shoots the ball. That is the most points per shot by
I still don't know who Bimmy supports, but like, fuck it, he's the gurney.
any volume scoring guard in the history of the NBA. 2026 Shai Gilgeous-Alexander isn't having one of the most efficient seasons by a guard. He is having the most efficient season.
Oh, how long I've been streaming? For probably 1 year, bro. I've been at this for a year. Don't laugh. Why the fuck you laughing? Yo, I can see you laughing behind the screen, bro. What the fuck?
Of all
Bro,
time.
Shai's having such a crazy
now,
year, though.
when stacked up
Actually,
against
I'm such
these
an OD
three,
year.
Victor
fuck him.
Wembanyama's numbers pale in comparison. A lot of his value coming on the defensive side of the ball. And I don't think you'll find any never minds on the stat sheet. But Victor has been on a minutes restriction all year. If we standardize these numbers
My
on a
bad,
per
Scarlett.
75 basis, then you can really see just how much Wemby is impacting the game every time he's on the court. With box score numbers that match these other candidates, even as a player who doesn't favor offense. However, earning the title as the most valuable player in basketball requires value that goes far beyond the box score. But even looking past the raw numbers doesn't make this
Can I ask
decision
anything, bro?
any easier.
Absolutely. Don't ask me to shit on your chest, though. Don't ask me that. Impact. Shai got no impact, bro.
Who
He's
is
got a
the
good team
most
around him. Fuck
valuable
off.
player this season? That depends on what you value. In terms of estimated plus minus, it is Shai, who not only has a lead on the rest of the league, he has the third highest single season EPM of any player this century, only trailing 2019 MVP James Harden and 2016 MVP Steph Curry. If we look at crafted plus minus, it's Nikola Jokic who reigns as the best player in the league this season. followed by Wemby and Shea. And if we look at daily plus minus, it is Jokic once again who tops the league with a sizable lead on everyone else.
See,
if
that's
these
why Jokic is
all-in-one
the one,
advanced
bro.
metrics told us everything, Nikola Jokic would be walking away this season with his 4th MVP.
But that's just how it
Fortunately
goes.
for the rest of the field, the value a player
Oh my god! And by the way, before I say anything else, none of these 4 are American, bro. None of these 4 are American.
provides for his team cannot be boiled down to one simple number. According to preseason odds, here are the projected number of wins each team was expected to finish with this season. Now, these projections can be off for a number of reasons. Teams dealing with injuries, unexpected leaps from young players, and of course, the individual impact of an MVP level player. Coming into the season, the Denver Nuggets were projected to win 54 games. Right now, they are on pace for about 52. The
Are you a robot, bro?
Thunder were projected to finish with about 63 wins, a total they're on pace to
are you a
surpass
legit
by
human
2
being?
wins. The Lakers were projected to win 47 games, and they're currently on
I mean, if you
pace
got a
for
portfolio, bro, I
53.
don't mind
But
looking
it
at
is
it.
the Spurs who have completely blown away expectations this season. Preseason odds had them winning 45 games this year. They are currently on pace for 62 wins, exceeding projections by 17 wins. If you're looking for who provides the most value, it might be the guy who's transformed the Spurs from playoff hopefuls into title contenders. But looking at the MVP from this angle assigns individual value to team success. And as we all know, despite the MVP being an individual award, more often than not, the perception of a player's value is heavily influenced by the success of their team. After all, if you are truly the most valuable player in basketball, you should be elevating your team to title contention. But rather than looking at team success, let's look at the individual impact these players have on their team. Dunks and Threes has a metric called estimated wins that takes the quality of play from any given player plus the minutes they've played throughout the season to get the estimated number of wins they've contributed to their team's total. Our 4 MVP candidates being the top 4 players
It's
in
gonna
the
be
league this
Jokic.
season
It's
in
gonna be
estimated
Jokic.
wins
I can already
with
tell it's gonna be Jokic.
13.8, 14.6,
It's gonna be Jokic.
16, and 18. Nikola Jokic is solely responsible for a third of the Nuggets' wins.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
But it is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander
How's Shai
who has
so
contributed the
fucking
most
high?
wins to his team this season. But arguably the most accurate way to assess a player's value is to measure how well their team performs when they're on the court versus when they're off the court. How much does a player's presence directly impact their team? Here are the top 30 players in the league this season and their team's net rating when they're off the court. From the Celtics, who are firing on all cylinders even without Jaylen Brown on the court this season, to the Jazz, who are on the verge of relegation without Lauri Markkanen on the court. And now here is the effect these stars have on their team when they're on the court. With the 4 most
fuck no, bro.
impactful players in the league this season being Kawhi, Jokic,
Fuck no.
Giannis, and Wemby,
Ben
with
is
the
bull. I know a
highest
scam
net
when I see
on
one.
off in
Fuck
the
off.
entire league of plus 17. This means the Spurs
Ball. Do you understand how crazy this is?
are 17 points better per 100 possessions with Wemby on the court. But this
Bro, that's fucking crazy, bro. That's crazy.
stat also reveals another key factor in the MVP race. We often judge a player's impact on how well their team is playing. This has been a point of contention with the MVP award for years. MVPs go to players on good teams with top seeds, and rightfully so. But what if a player has MVP level value, but they're on a bad team? With Bam Adebayo on the court, the Heat have a plus 7.8 net rating, one of the highest in the entire NBA. On-court impact, that is the difference between the Heat being one of the worst teams
Holy fuck, Jaylen Brown's useless. Oh fuck, Jaylen Brown and LeBron James.
in the league and merely the 10th seed. Same goes for Giannis and Kawhi. MVP caliber seasons stifled by injuries and teams that are absolutely lost without them. Purely looking at a team's results, like wins or seeding, ignores how great some of these players have to play just to keep their team competitive. With that being said, the MVP award has always valued turning good teams into great teams over turning bad teams into average teams. And with that being the case, here are our 4 MVP frontrunners and the impact they are having on their teams. If you're looking for a player who impacts the game more than anyone else while pushing their team into great territory, then that player is clearly Victor Wembanyama, who is head and shoulders above the rest of the league in terms of the impact his presence has on his team. Now, it's important to note that the on-off metric doesn't measure how well an individual player is playing, but rather how well a team is playing while that individual is on the court. So what if we look at this the other way around? What if we directly measure a player's individual impact and how that affects their team's success? This is ESPN Analytics net point stat, and it divides credit and blame to each player on the court for every play of the game to measure the impact of each individual player. The higher the total net points, the more that player has contributed to their team's wins throughout the course of a season. In fact, the metric is so indicative of a player's value that ESPN literally calls it their MVP stat. For example, last year's 2 MVP finalists, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Nikola Jokic, finished the 2025 season within 9 net points of each other. The next closest player was Tyrese Halliburton, with about half as many. If you want to know why last year's MVP race was so historic and so close, well, you're looking at it. But this year, the results of an entire season of basketball have turned out much different. There's no race in this MVP stat. There's no back and forth at the top of the leaderboard. There's no battle for the number 1 spot. It's just one guy, way ahead of everyone else. Who is truly the
Why the fuck is that guy there, bro? He's fucking shit.
most valuable player in the NBA? Well, that all depends on who you're asking and what they value.
Nah, that's bullshit, bro. Fuck that Shai guy, bro. Fuck him. He's actually shit. Okay, give me a case.
With just a couple weeks left in the season, the MVP race has become so close that there is no clear consensus on who the actual most valuable player in the league is. One source will say it's Luka, another will say it's Wemby, and another will tell you it's Shai. According to Basketball Reference's MVP tracker, it is Nikola Jokic who has a firm grasp on the top spot with a 60% chance of winning the MVP. Ask the fans who they think should be the MVP, and you'll get a completely different answer. A couple weeks ago, NBA Central on Twitter asked fans who is the NBA's most valuable player, the options being Shai, Luka, Wemby, or Jaylen Brown. Within days, nearly 76,000 fans casted their votes, and running away with over 62% of all the votes as the clear winner was Luka Doncic.
Okay, why the fuck was Jaylen Brown? Get that garbage man the fuck up out of here, bro.
Result of a late season surge by Luka, averaging nearly 40 points a game for an entire month, and efforts that slingshotted him up to 2nd place on the MVP ladder. Unfortunately, it's not the fans who get to vote for this award, it's the media. And for them, there has been one clear-cut leader throughout the entire season. Recently, the NBA did its annual MVP straw poll, a survey asking a panel of 100 media members who they think this season's MVP is. The results? Finishing in 5th was Luka Doncic, who received 0 first-place votes. In 4th was Victor Wembanyama. In 3rd was Cade Cunningham. In 2nd was Nikola Jokic. And with a resounding 78 of the 100 first-place votes was Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Now, this poll was conducted back on February 20th, 2 full months before the end of the season. And a lot can and has changed over that time. But in 2025, the same media straw poll was conducted around the same time. And they accurately picked the MVP last season. They also accurately picked the MVP in 2024, and in 2023, and in 2022, and in every single season since the introduction of this mid-season MVP poll in 2016. Over the course of the entire season, 9 different players have slid in and out of the MVP leaderboard, from Luka and Cade to Brunson and Jaylen Brown. But the first half of the season was all Nikola Jokic, dominating the number 1 spot for 10 consecutive weeks. It wasn't until an injury sidelined him for a month when Shai Gilgeous-Alexander snagged the top spot and held on to it in what some people described as a runaway victory. At least it was, up until last week, when for the first time in his young career, Victor Wembanyama grabbed the top spot as the MVP frontrunner. The biggest catalyst in Victor's climb to the #1 spot, not necessarily being his play on the court, which has been strong and consistent throughout the entire season. It's what he said off the court.
3 arguments.
What the fuck? How the fuck did he climb to the... Yo, these media guys just love anyone that'll suck them off, bro. Fuck.
My first one would be that defense is 50% of the game and that it is undervalued. So far in the MVP race, I believe I'm the most impactful player defensively in the league. Second argument would be we almost swept OKC in the season and we dominated them. My third argument would be that...
Oh my god, wait. Victor put his own fucking ballot into why he should be number 1.
Offense.
Yo.
Impact is not just sports.
Immediately after this interview, Wemby's odds to win MVP shot up from plus 1,900 to plus 225, pushing Luka into the 3rd spot and turning this late season battle, at least on paper, into a 2-man race. If the MVP strictly went to the best player on the best team, then for the same reason he won it last season, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander would be crowned as the league's most valuable player. If the award went to the player who has the largest impact on his team, then Victor Wembanyama would become the youngest MVP in the history of the league. If the award was for the most dominant player in the league, Nikola Jokic would be a 4-time MVP by the end of the season. And if the
I'm not gonna lie, bro, Jokic should be a 5-time MVP, bro. Fuck off.
fans had a say in it, Luka Doncic would be walking away as the league's most valuable player. With 2 weeks left in the season, the MVP race has grown closer than it's ever been. And with 4 players who all have a legitimate case for the award, only one can earn the title as the NBA's most valuable player.
Yo, Breezy. Oh, fuck. That's it, bro. Damn. At the end of the day, I just hope either Luka or Wemby win it. Because fuck Shai, bro. Shai's fucking shit. Shai's so shit, bro. Fuck that guy. Plays ball like a reet. Fuck him, bro. Fuck him. If Luka wins it too, I'll be happy. But you know what I mean? Shout out Jimmy High Roller with another banger, though. What are the people saying? Luka scored 42 points today with their performance. He'll be number 10 in the MVP race. Late bird gets words sometimes, I guess. Yo, is anyone got like an opinion, bro? Any crazy opinions in here? 15 years later and Jimmy's still uploading this did. Yeah, that's facts, bro. Jimmy Harrell has been at this for time, bro. He's actually the GOAT. The GOAT and making a good video, bro. I've only seen his face a couple times, but every time I see it, it's amazing.